Uber is rolling out a brand new feature called Uber Reserve. What does this mean for drivers and riders? That's what we're talking about right now. Hey everyone, Chris here from Real Rideshare Stories. If you're new to the channel and you're looking for different things within the rideshare industry, whether it's updates to what's going on, news, tips and tricks for passengers and drivers, or what actually happens on real rideshare rides, start now by hitting that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to check the description below for other helpful information and tips. So Uber is now rolling out a new service called Uber Reserve, which will allow passengers to be able to book a ride up to 30 days in advance. And this is going to come for a little bit of a price. And what is this going to look like for drivers? Because there are some benefits for both riders and drivers. So first off, what is Uber Reserve? Well, Uber Reserve is going to be a scheduling feature that will allow its riders or passengers to be able to schedule a ride up to 30 days in advance. So if they know something is coming up, they will be able to schedule a ride if it's less than 30 days away. And it's going to provide certain benefits to passengers as well as for drivers. So we're going to break it down and say exactly what those few are. Now, this is currently available or going to roll out into about 20 different markets, but they are trying to make it nationwide by the end of the year. So it could be coming to your city in the next several weeks. It's also available only for Uber Black and Uber SUV, but they are trying to make it across all tiers. So that would also include UberX, Uber XL, and Uber Comfort over the next several weeks. And again, they're trying to do that before the end of the year. So Uber Reserve is rolling out into 20 markets currently, and it is going to be available in Atlanta, Austin, Charlotte, Charleston, Chicago, Dallas, Denver, Washington, D.C., Fort Myers, Naples area, Houston, Las Vegas, Miami, Milwaukee, Nashville, New Jersey, New York City, New Orleans, Orlando, Philadelphia, Phoenix, and Seattle. So what are some of the benefits that riders and passengers will have? Well, first of all, you're going to be able to schedule a ride up to 30 days in advance. So if you know you have something coming up, you'll be able to schedule that ride and have peace of mind that that ride will be there at the particular time frame that you scheduled it for. So a couple of benefits when using Uber Reserve instead of ordering just a normal ride for that time frame or a scheduled trip. It's going to provide you with additional benefits, and that includes 15 minutes of wait time instead of just having the normal 5 minutes with an UberX or XL. It'll provide you with 15 minutes wait time. And then also, if somebody is not there on time, if your driver is not there on time, then you will receive $50 in Uber cash. So it's a nice little incentive for the driver to be there on time. And it'll also guarantee you that you will have your ride. And the last little benefit that you'll have is if you favorited a driver and like them, and then you schedule a ride, it will go to them first to see if they want to take the ride or not, or are able to take that ride or not. And if they accept it, then you guys will be paired together. Well, now at this point, I'm sure some drivers that are watching this are going to say, well, that's all great because they're getting certain benefits added and they're making us be there at a particular time frame. But what type of benefits are we going to get as drivers? Because you are actually getting a few for Uber Reserve as well. So first off, if a rider books through Uber Reserve, then that means they're going to be paying an extra premium at the beginning. So their booking fee is going to be anywhere from $8 to $12, and that's going to vary by market. And then drivers are going to get 72% of that. So that means that $8 to $12, drivers will take 72% plus their normal mileage and time for that particular ride. So they're actually going to make more money on an Uber Reserve ride because of that booking fee. Now, another added benefit is if you are a driver who is heading to that, and if they cancel within 1 hour of the scheduled trip, you're going to receive all of that fare. So if you're expecting $52.50 for that trip, you will get $52.50 for them canceling within 1 hour of the trip. And also, if you are taking a scheduled trip prior to a few days and you kind of forget about it, you may not be online, Uber will notify you to be online, and they require you to be online an hour prior to the scheduled trip. So again, if you're not online, they're going to give you a notification to get online within 15 minutes. Otherwise, the trip will be passed on to somebody else. But if you're online, then they will give you a destination filter directly towards that location. So you will have trips that could go right there, and then it will give you some more money going on the way there. One of the other things that Uber says is that it will not have a negative consequence if drivers do not accept Uber Reserve rides. So you don't have to accept them if you don't want to take them, or if they're not going to be lining up with your schedule. So overall, it actually looks like it could be pretty good for both drivers and riders. There are going to be benefits for both instead of just having one person have a benefit. It actually affects both sides. So that's actually kind of cool. Plus, making sure that you're going to get 72% of that booking fare on top of the ride for a driver, that's pretty nice too. So on paper, it does look pretty good, and it looks like it's going to benefit both drivers and riders. But there are going to be some nuances and some negative things that probably aren't seen on paper right now. And that could be something like, what happens if you get to the ride too early? Like you're online, you're heading to that place to pick that person up, but you get there a half hour or so beforehand, and then you're just sitting there. So there could be some nuances there, and there could be some issues when it comes down to it. But it does seem like it's going to be a pretty good feature overall. Now, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that this is going to be something that is going to be good? Have you seen it already? What are your thoughts on it? Comment below, let me know. Now, that's the end of the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so you'll be notified every time a new video is uploaded. Also, make sure to check the description below for other helpful information and tips. And as always, never drink and drive. Always tip your drivers, your delivery drivers, and your shoppers. And we'll see you next time.